Hey guys, this is Tyler here in Estonia. It is December and we are less than 2 weeks from Christmas. So I am going to talk about something that you could possibly give someone for Christmas, and I think it's actually affordable for many guys out there. I previously spoke about the benefits of owning gold, and today I'm going to talk about the benefit of the precious metal silver, which is phenomenal asset, a phenomenal commodity also to purchase. And I also think it's more affordable for most guys. So firstly, silver is a tangible asset, and what tangible means, it's hard. You can hold it in your hand. It's something of value. Like most of the top precious metals, it's something that can't be destroyed by fire, water, or even time. That's not to say silver does require some maintenance, a safe place of storage, but like gold, it's very time proof. The next thing is it's a great way to hold value. And what I mean by value is that you can of course hold value in a house, in stocks, bonds, property, or land, but I think silver is one that is one of the safest and sure ways to hold value and be certain that it will be of value 100 or 200 years down the road. And just like gold, silver has been known to civilization for centuries. Since almost the beginning of time. Silver, just like gold, it was spoken about in prehistoric times and biblical times, and it very much has this precious aspect like gold, also the scarcity mindset. Because when you look at how silver is, it's very much only mined to a limited amount per year. And this also helps create that scarcity effect. And the next thing about silver is that it can't be hacked or erased. Like crypto, anything that's stored digitally, of course, can be potentially stolen. It can be erased. It could lose its value overnight for any different reason, which is a huge problem. The next thing, and I kind of mentioned this before, it's value dense, and which means that you can have a pretty small amount of silver and it's worth quite a bit of money, just like gold. Not as much as gold, but it also does have a lot of value. And the next thing is that it's private and confidential. Very easy to conceal silver. I mean, especially if it's passed down from family lines, this is a very good way of maintaining a large amount of silver and then passing it on. And it's very useful in this sense if you want to try avoid some taxes, or you don't want like certain maybe people to know about this, or if you have a lot of cash and you want to store it in a different way, this is a excellent way to hold it and not have to think about this as much. The next thing is the global demand for silver, just like gold, is very high. Anyone that knows that silver actually has a lot of use in electrical components and for manufacturing. Silver is one of the most ideal components for any products that require temperature manipulation for conductivity of electricity, and also, of course, jewelry. Silver, just like gold, is very popular in jewelry, which makes it very sought after for jewelers and for anyone that's selling anything of this purpose. And just note that in an average year, over 200 million ounces of silver are used to produce jewelry. So this is pretty in high demand. And of course, central banks also have large amounts of silver. Of course, like we spoke about, it's to hold value. They realize that it's more effective than paper currency, just like gold. And by holding a lot of this also drives up the value of it, because obviously means that there's much less of it in the marketplace and there's that scarcity effect. The next thing is that silver tends to increase in value during economic recessions like right now. Just like gold does, silver also increases because people obviously are more skeptical of cash currency, and obviously when the market is down, this naturally drives up the value of commodities like gold and silver. Also, of course, as the demand goes up in price, and people obviously have often a lot more trust in precious metals because it's often a more universal currency, and it's easier to sleep at the end of the day knowing that you have a lot of wealth in precious metals than just in paper currency, which could become worthless overnight. And we kind of mentioned this before, but silver is much cheaper than gold. It's cheaper also than some other precious commodities, which makes it much more accessible for like an average guy. I mean, you can buy like several $100s worth of silver, and I mean, this gets you a lot of silver, or a few $1,000s, and this is even more silver. With gold though, I mean, $1,000 won't even give you an ounce of gold. It's definitely a market, I think, that's more entry friendly for a broader demographic of people. And if you can, it's definitely not too late to start buying some silver and hold this commodity. It's also very easy to trade in for gold if you acquire a large amount and would like to change this for gold. These precious commodities are great assets to add to your portfolio. So look into this today and give me your feedback below. Thank you.